Welcome 4th standard children. I am continuing with your first lesson, that is Dorothy's Adventure. This is the second part. Now where did we finish last class? That is, if this road goes in, it must come out. The road, it's entering the forest. So that end might be Emerald City. At the other end of the road, we must go wherever it takes us. We'll go through that, they are telling. These were the who were the travelers? That is Scarecrow, that Dorothy and the Tutu, the dog. Now after an hour or so, the light faded away. So after entering the forest, it was 1 hour, the light faded away means the sun went off. Now that means it is night. Faded away, and they found themselves stumbling along in the darkness. Now darkness and all, they are not able to see. Stumbling along in the darkness. Dorothy could not see at all, but Tutu could. The dogs, the animals, they are telling animals and all can see well in the dark, they are telling. Cat, dog and all, they will be able to see. So Tutu could, because some dogs see very well in the dark. The Scarecrow said that he could see as well in the dark as by day. So Scarecrow means no brain, nothing. So day and night, Scarecrow no idea. It can see. So Dorothy took hold of his arm. Arm means kai pidichite, and managed to walk along fairly well. So Dorothy was not able to see, so she took hold of the Scarecrow's arm and walked along with that Scarecrow. After a while, the Scarecrow stopped. I see a little cottage, he said. So Dorothy is not able to see. Scarecrow is telling, I see a little cottage built of logs and branches. Small cottage, a small house. Shall we go there? Yes, indeed, answered the girl. So Dorothy says, yes, I am very tired. So after walking so long, I am very tired. So the Scarecrow led her through the trees until they reached the cottage. Dorothy entered and found a bed of dried leaves in one corner. A bed dried, bed of dried. She lay down at once, and with Tutu beside her, soon fell into a sound sleep. Sound sleep means deep sleep. The Scarecrow, who was never tired, so Scarecrow is not a living being, he was never tired, stood up in another corner and waited patiently until morning came. So these two are sleeping, the dog and Dorothy was sleeping, so Scarecrow stood in one corner and waited for these two till morning came. So section 2, we'll come to section 2. When Dorothy awoke, the sun was shining through the trees, and Tutu had long been out chasing birds and squirrels. These animals and all will wake up early. So what was Tutu doing? He was chasing. Chasing means he was going at the back of birds and squirrels. The Scarecrow was still standing in his corner waiting for her. Her means Dorothy. We must go and search for water, she said to him. So we all need water, isn't it? So what is Dorothy telling the Scarecrow? We must go and search for water. They left the cottage and walked through the trees until they found a little spring of clear water. Spring means clear water, brook, where Dorothy drank and bathed and ate her breakfast. So what all Dorothy did? She drank the water, she had a bath, and she ate her breakfast. So you know, the Scarecrow was never hungry. See, she saw there was not much bread left in the basket, and the girl was thankful that the Scarecrow did not have to eat anything. The Scarecrow because if there is Scarecrow also to eat, she won't have enough bread there. For there was scarcely means what? Very little. Scarcely enough for herself. Avalkku thanne madiyavunilla. Enough for herself and Tutu for the day. When she had finished her meal and they were all about to go back to the road. They wanted to start the journey again. About to go back to the road. She was startled. Startled means what? She was surprised to hear a deep groan nearby. Now what is groan? Groan means one painful cry. Oru vedanikkunna shabdam. So if you have any deep pain or all that way, you will be going on crying. That's what? Groan. So she was startled because in the forest no one is there. So she was surprised from where that voice came. A deep groan nearby. What was that? She asked fearfully, and she was afraid also fearfully. I don't know, replied the scarecrow, but we can go and see. Just then another groan reached their ears, and the sound seemed to come from behind them. From where? Not from the front. The sound came from behind them. They turned and walked a few steps. They turned and walked from where the noise came. When Dorothy saw something shining in a ray of sunshine. So the sunshine is penetrating through the trees, and in that sunshine something is shining. Appo sunshine ingane adikkunna kolam endho oru minnunamayi. She ran to the place and then stopped with a little cry of surprise. Standing beside a tree was a man made entirely of tin. Tin alla adayithu tin irumbine kondu neerma irumbinanu tin nu paraya. Aa tinnine kondu undakiya oru man, tin man was standing there. Appo tinnine kondu undakiyane kondana when the sun shine on it was shining. Standing beside a tree was a man made entirely means fully entirely of tin. He stood completely motionless. Motionless means not able to move, as if he could not move at all. Dorothy looked at him in amazement. So another word for surprise, in amazement. And so did the scarecrow also was surprised, while Tutu barked sharply. What Tutu? Tutu, when he saw this tin man, he was barking. And snapped means bite at the tin legs. The leg also was made of tin, which hurt his teeth. Appo tinninte mele kadichu kayinjal engane undavum? Pallu vedanikkum. That's what happened to Tutu. Did you groan? Asked Dorothy. So Dorothy is asking the tin man, did you groan? Did you cry of pain? Yes, answered the tin man. So what is the tin man telling? Yes, I did. I have been groaning for more than a year. ഒരു വർഷത്തിൻ്റെ അധികമായി ഞാൻ കരയുന്നത്, ഗ്രോണിങ്, ആൻഡ് നോ വൺ ഹാസ് എവർ ഹേർഡ് മീ ബിഫോർ ഓർ കം ടു ഹെൽപ്പ് മീ. കണ്ട, ആരും ഇതുവരെ എന്നെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ വന്നിട്ടില്ല. വാട്ട് കൻ ഐ ഡു ഫോർ യു? ഷി ആസ്ക്ഡ് സോഫ്റ്റ്ലി. സോ ഡോറത്തി ഈസ് ആസ്കിങ് ദ ടിൻ മാൻ, വാട്ട് കൻ ഐ ഡു ഫോർ യു? For she felt sorry. Sorry means pavam thoni. When the tin man spoke in such a sad voice. Get an oil can and oil my joints. Kanda, ee turumbu pidicha ee tinnine kondokke undakiya saanathinu turumbu elupathinu pidikum. So get the oil can and oil my, and the joints okke onu oil cheyan. That's what the tin man is telling. He answered, they are rusted. Rusted means turumbu pidichu so badly that I cannot move them at all. Adana tin man neengam pattathathu, because ellam turumbu pidichu nikkuka. If I am well oiled, I shall soon be all right again. You will find an oil can on a shelf in my cottage. So whose cottage was that? Tin man's cottage. Our cottage is the shelf in a mele ure oil can. Take that oil can, take the oil and oil my joints. That's what the tin man is asking Dorothy. Dorothy at once ran back to the cottage and found the oil can, and then she returned and oiled the tin man's joints. Muttinte joint, ella joints oil chedu. The scarecrow bent them slowly. Scarecrow, അത് അങ്ങനെ bent ഒക്കെ ചെയ്യിപ്പിച്ച് bend and carefully until they were free from rust. തുരുമ്പൊക്കെ പോകുന്നവരെ. And as good as new. The Tin Man gave a sigh of relief. Relief means ഒരു ആശ്വാസത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു നെടുവീർപ്പ്. A sigh of relief. And leaned against the tree. Lean means ചാരി നിന്നു. This is a great comfort, he said. Comfort means ഇപ്പൊ നല്ലൊരു സുഖം. Thank you, you have saved my life. So what did the Tin Man tell Dorothy? Thank you, you have saved my life. That is the lesson. Who has written this? L. Frank Baum has written this. So you all read the lesson thoroughly, children. Not once, twice, thrice you all have to read this lesson, children, and learn the spelling of the important words, children. That much. The next video I will be explaining the exercise. Thank you, children.